A lot of people don't quit 3D because they hate it. They quit because it takes over everything. Their time, their energy, their identity, and somewhere along the way, the thing they loved starts feeling heavy. That's not a personal failure. That's a broken approach. This video isn't about working less, and it's not about lowering your ambition. It's about building a 3D career that actually fits inside a life, instead of replacing it. Because longevity matters more than intensity. And most artists learn that too late. Here's the real question no one asks early enough. Why do some 3D artists stay creative, sharp, and motivated for 10 to 15 years, while others burn out fast, even when they're talented? The answer isn't discipline, it's structure. Most 3D artists are taught this mindset. Say yes to everything. Grind now, rest later. So they learn every tool, chase every trend, take every opportunity, tie their self-worth to output. The career grows, but so does the pressure, until there's no separation between work and self. They agree to every work demand, like new projects or skills, without saying no. It starts off feeling great because it seems like fast progress. You dive into learning extra Blender add-ons to speed up modeling. You follow every new AI tool for animation trends to stay relevant. You accept every freelance gig, even low-pay ones, to add pieces to your portfolio. At first, this builds momentum. Your skills grow, clients notice, and your resume expands. Over time, it links your self-worth only to what you produce each day. Finishing tasks becomes proof you're good enough, so skipping a day to rest feels like laziness or failure. You start measuring life by deadlines met, not joy or health. Work spills into evenings because one more render matters. Weekends turn into catch-up sessions for that urgent client tweak. Soon, your whole identity blurs into 3D artist grinding. No space left for hobbies, family, or just being you away from the computer screen. This exhaustion kills creativity long-term, despite early wins. Here's what sustainable 3D artists do differently. They design constraints. They choose a clear lane, a realistic pace, a defined role. They stop trying to be everything and focus on being useful in one direction. Sustainability isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right amount of the right work. Many artists believe they must master every tool, style, and trend to prove talent, leading to overload and quitting. This myth ignores that top 3D pros succeed through steady, targeted practice, not being all-purpose geniuses. Chasing everything drains you, but narrowing focus builds real skills fast without exhaustion. Pick one path, like character modeling or VFX shaders, and own it deeply. Aim for 20 focused hours weekly, not 80-hour grinds that lead to burnout. Specialize as a rigging expert or environment lighter, fitting studio needs without overreaching. Stop trying to be everything, and focus on being useful in one direction. Pros deliver value in lighting pipelines or procedural assets, earning steady gigs without identity crises. Sustainability isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right amount of the right work. For example, a Blender artist who sticks to geometry nodes for environments builds a portfolio that lands remote contracts, works 40-hour weeks, and enjoys travel, unlike generalists who churn endlessly and fade out. This beats the illusion by turning practice into a balanced living. The biggest shift is this. Stop building your career like a sprint. Start building it like a system. Systems survive bad weeks. Sprints don't. And the artists who last are the ones who protect their focus, their energy, their curiosity, on purpose. Sprints push quick wins, like cranking out models nonstop for a portfolio boost, but they crash when life hits, deadlines slip, and exhaustion sets in. Systems, however, run on autopilot habits. Set weekly Blender sessions, batch similar tasks, and review progress calmly. They survive bad weeks because you protect focus with time blocks, energy with breaks and sleep, and curiosity with fun side sketches instead of grind-only mode. Distractions kill 3D work, where one topology tweak needs deep concentration. Block your calendar for deep work hours, no emails or social scrolls. Use tools like Blender's asset browser to streamline repeats, freeing mental space for creative nodes or rigging. Animation pipelines demand stamina. Overwork leads to sloppy arcs or flat poses. Cap daily hours at 4 to 6, walk outside, and eat real meals. Your brain renders better rested. Track energy dips in a journal to spot patterns, like post-lunch slumps, and adjust. Burnout kills the spark that got you into Disney-style storytelling or procedural effects. Dedicate 20% of time to experiments, like geometry nodes playgrounds, without career pressure. This keeps skills sharp and joy alive, turning have to into want to. Artists who last build this way. Consistent output without the crash. Start small today. So, how do you actually design that system? How do you choose a lane without boxing yourself in? How do you grow without constantly feeling behind? And how do you stay competitive without sacrificing your life? That's where most advice gets vague, and where things get interesting. Building a 3D career that fits your life starts with seeing talent as a myth. Success comes from smart systems, not endless grind. Practice builds skill over time, so focus on routines that protect your energy and let growth happen naturally. Create a simple daily structure around your peak energy hours, like 3 to 4 focused hours for modeling or rigging in Blender. Use tools like time blocking. Pick 3 key tasks, such as refining geometry nodes or animating a walk cycle, and finish them before distractions hit. Track weekly wins in a journal to see progress without overwhelm. This keeps motivation steady. Pick one strength, like character modeling for games or procedural environments for ArchViz, based on what excites you and pays well in current trends. Stay open by learning adjacent skills quarterly, such as texturing for your modeling lane, so you pivot easily without full restarts. Build a portfolio of 5 to 10 targeted pieces that show depth in your niche, but include hybrids, like game assets with VFX flair. Set micro goals like one Udemy module or ArtStation feedback round per week, instead of chasing every trend. Join communities for quick critiques to spot gaps fast, and automate repetitive tasks with Blender add-ons to free time for creative leaps. Celebrate small milestones, like a polished demo reel update, to build momentum over comparison traps. Enforce work boundaries. Log off at 6 p.m., say no to crunch projects, and delegate via freelance teams for big gigs. Recharge with non-3D hobbies like walks or family time, plus short breaks during sessions to spark better ideas. Review quarterly. Adjust if stressed, aiming for studios valuing balance over overtime. This way, you evolve professionally while enjoying travel dreams uninterrupted. If you want honest, long-term thinking about 3D careers, not burnout culture or hype, subscribe. This channel is about building careers that last, not just careers that look impressive online. In the next video, I'll break down the exact structure I'd recommend to any new 3D artist starting today.